There's not too much to say for the first like 2 rounds. We will see like a few units collected and maybe someone goes for some specific things, but usually this is not where we see things happen. Panda? See if anyone gets a panda. Alright, so Tinker 2 already. Tinker 2 is obviously very strong. Force staff already. I am believing that Peter probably will be solving those issues, Dracula. As long as you stay up to date on the Discord, I believe he will. Yeah. Goblin. Then Priest. Okay. So I will tell all of you right now, if I was playing in this lobby right now, I would be trying to figure out how I'm going to win this. And mostly I would be looking at Clasic0, because he's the highest ranked player and he's one of the best players in the world. Thing is, he already has a start that gives him a lot of direction. Priest early means that he can literally just chill for so many rounds. He can go for the early reroll, like he can go for the mid game reroll, he can go for the late game. So, and he's good. He switches here. Also good idea, Ramsfan. Ramsfan, there was another comment on YouTube the other day. I will read it to you after this game, but I think you understand. I think you know which kind of comment it was. Can you explain the entire game to me, sir? So IB already looks to have a direction here. Obviously, Luna Orcs, very good build. Luna Orcs, Luna Trolls. Luna Orcs, whoa. Imagine if someone played Luna Orcs. That would be crazy. I wonder if Crazy Panda picked Telescope or Random Telescope. I personally, I'm not a big enough fan of Telescope that I want to pick it. Because I feel like it kind of shoehorns me into doing one thing, which is Hunters. And whether you do mid-game Hunters or like late-game Hunters or like reroll, I often feel like they can just end up short if you don't have a great game for it. Yeah, you can also use it on someone like Luna, Luna, but very rarely people do that. Nice start for this guy. Should be frontlining his Tinker, but... yeah, it's... but I think if you have good fundamentals, you can do so well in this game, Ramsfan, even if you haven't played for a bit. Also why I'm expecting good stuff from someone like Timer, even though he doesn't play that much recently. So I'm already kind of scared this game. Clasic0, good eco, fairly decent items, tangos. IB, I would put in somewhat the same space. Like, good eco, good units, good items. Crazy Panda, also somewhat in the same space. So you slightly see like the difference between the people who play a lot and who are like very routined. They know that they need to keep their gold because they know that they need to find some kind of advantage later on. I would be selling here. Hello, Ryan. Ryan, I will soon on stream be playing the new game recently released called Blueprints, because it looks very interesting and I love puzzle games. You might enjoy that. Maybe today after the tournament. Very cool game. Next tournament will be in a week. Blueprints. The first one, Ramsfin. The first game. So there's not too much to say yet. Thank you, Saiva. I have it in front of me. Hood is good for late game. Hood is good for a lot of things, actually. So Hood could be like warriors, it could be Goblin Draenei, it could just be like random things. Also could be Goblin. He has Telescope. Vanguard, but no streak. Spiderlegs. Okay, Spiderlegs I love. And he took a streak. Very good timing on this streak. And has an IO. Very, very nice, actually. Oh, both people lost their streaks. Oh, but the guy who lost his streak, he also got a streak. Funny. IB is in a pretty good spot here. He might not have won as many rounds. Like, and his health might be 20 down. But that doesn't really matter. He took lost talent. And he has a lot of really, really good units and really good items. I would be fairly comfortable in IB's position. I would, however, be the most comfortable in the position of Clasic0. The Classic. You all know the truth about IB. Okay. Good relic for IB as well. Right now, it's just really interesting what Clasic0 is gonna get. Also, why? Oh my god. They are two people going for this. Okay. Okay. I would not necessarily be confident in IB's position. I take everything I said earlier back. Clasic0 is not picking Mango or Rapture, so he has something different. I think this guy is also... I'm gonna be honest. I think this is kind of hardcore griefing. I do not think you can play this build with Egg, with these items, against someone who has key and better items. And a better economy. Like, you... I don't see you winning this. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. What this guy should have done is, this guy, I will tell you, this guy, he should have leveled to 6. He should have rolled for a 4-cost, put the random 4-cost into the egg, found Priest. He already had Dazzle. And then he should have gone Faceless with whichever 4-cost he got. That's how you would play this. Using the egg on CK in this position against someone you're contesting who has a better setup, more units, better relic, is very hardcore grief for yourself as well. Yeah, early Cuddle 2 for Maestro. Elemental. We haven't seen Clasic0 pick. I wonder what he is holding. Is it like March? Is it Wheel? Pandaban? Okay. Weaponsmith, Kyria, Scooter, Wheel. Yeah, that's some bullshit. Damn, those are 3 really trash relics for early. Yeah, but you need to get a tier. You need a 5-cost. Roll. Gyro. Random. I think humans here is a good choice. Kind of nice port. He could Waffy, but the question is, does he have time for that? Goblin Draenei. Let's see which the 2 folks get here. I would be annoyed as well, Maestro. Arco, nice. Not helpful, but... I think this guy hardcore misplayed. But he misplayed in a way that makes IB's game really hard. For no reason. Oh, you see Clasic0, he got a cap drop. So he has... Oh my god. He got the classic, he got the cap drop, and he got the tier 1 drop on 10 as well. So he got double items. He got the Clasic0, yes. Crazy Panda probably with the best relic out of everyone. But doesn't look like his economy has been that good. They'd pick wheel, okay. Interesting. I wonder when IB is gonna roll. Yeah, he's watched a lot of Oli. Yeah. Like any round now. Still streaking from H2, that's very nice. Oh. Yes, if you go for a build with a worse relic against someone who has the best relic for it, and much better items, I would say it's griefing. You will never ever go this build with egg. Ever. Welcome to disagree with me, but you will never do this with egg. Man, if Clasic0 got the classic round fucking 20. Always. No wizards for Trunks though. No, you need to find wizards. Hello, Nouncy Spot. Yes, we are gaming, we're gaming. How are you? Gaming is very much going on. While we're listening to some John Hopkins. He did not look for wizards early. Wrong account. Was that you, Peter? Thank you for doing so much adminning this week. I hope you're okay, even though I feel like adminning for me can be very overwhelming. So thank you so much for that. This is why you need to have your wizards already. This is the question. The interesting question here is, Lich. You just wheel Lich. All right. I believe in you. Exactly, Ramson. That's also a plan. Double cap. Clasic0 trying out some new stuff here. When one cap isn't enough, you need the double cap, the DAP. Yeah, by the way, so not a lot of you know this. If you cap, you can only have cap on one unit. But if you put two caps on the same unit, you get two summons. Oh, I'm lying. Imagine. Yeah, exactly. If you put 6 cap on the same unit, you get 6 units. Alright, so Necrophos Satyr, double Necrophos. Very good. Clasic0 100% will go for Harpies. He also has 10 tangos. If you guys want to understand why he's a great player, he basically didn't have a relic on 10. I mean, he also had a very good setup. He did have a very good setup. But he basically didn't have a relic on 10. But even though that was the case, his levels are good, his units are fairly good, his economy is good. And he still has 10 tangos to scale in with. Looking very, very good for him. What is this? Goblin reroll, but with Coddle 3? Going dragons? Wait, what? Okay, this is an interesting build. Goblin reroll, but also I'm going dragons. IB is strong here. He probably won't get CK until this guy is dead, but this guy might. This guy will either die first or he will die right after this guy. I'm Nooby going for 9 Warrior. 9 Warrior is quite good this game against specifically IB. And usually the way you can beat 9 Warrior somewhat easily with Trolls is by playing CK. But IB can't get CK because CK is getting blocked by this egg. This egg can't grow, by the way, because the other CKs are blocking the egg. So there are 3 CKs here, 1 CK here, and then there are 6 CKs in the egg. So yeah, like the egg can't grow anymore. Like keeping the egg here is also griefing IB and griefing yourself. So, yeah, it's literally a lose-lose situation. Yes, that is also just my opinion. That is true. What do I actually know? Good question. I like that IB leveled, sorry, no, I like that Clasic0 leveled here. But he is getting punished by not having Harpies already. Anyone with March? March for IB, very good relics. Very, very good relics. So IB had very, very good relic sequencing. Very, very good relic sequencing. Key into March. Very, very nice for him. So let's see which items he gets. Which items does he have? Dom, you would rather have Mask of Madness over Dom, but Dom is fine. Princess Knife is pretty good since you're getting contested. The rest of the items are kind of not that good. Also no Basher for when he gets CK. Kaya, you definitely reroll that. No item. Vanguard and Bottle, right? That was a lot of items. Manta is amazing. It's one of the best items you can get. And I guess the question here is, do you go tier 4, tier 5? You can actually go tier 5 here if you want. I wonder what he's going to do. But you could reroll Shaco. You could also choose not to reroll the Shaco and keep the Shaco for like a potential Hex or some shit like that. That's not a bad choice. Like, I know for a fact that there will be some Chinese players who do this. They will keep the Shaco specifically for Hex. But obviously it's also not bad to reroll Shaco here. I would probably reroll Shaco, but you could do either or. Okay. Havoc. Little bit mid on Havoc because you lose your lifesteal, but the damage obviously is insane, and also it means that you will never ever lose to this if this ends up being 9 Warrior. Havoc is very good, and Havoc obviously is crazy, crazy good against a lot of bots that you struggle with, and it's also crazy good with Manta. So Havoc definitely a good pick. And Clasic0 turned another unit in. And he got his Harpies. Nice. Now he's just looking to finish off the Harpies. We have the first guy out, and it is Trunks, who went for the classic golden roll strategy. A fan favorite, but a dangerous one. No Skywrath for Clasic0. This is such a strange board. Holy shit. This is really a weird-ass board to look at. You would never see me play a board like this, I feel like. Like this random slaughter. Manta and Lincolns, okay. Yeah, on the board? Probably. I agree. My game is lacking a bit. Oh, nice. Oh, no. Oh, he survived. Barely. Alright. And the other Knight player is out. Rough game. I think in general you can't do reroll with Egg. It's too hard. Very, very, very nice. That was very fortunate. Very fortunate getting both of these. That's really good. And also both Ricky and Bane could do a lot of work. Bane obviously could do a lot of work, not just because it's Sage, but also a Warlock and also works with Harpies, right? So Bane added to this board could be really, really, really sick. He's looking for a 5 cost, I imagine. I wouldn't really say this is a meta way to play, it's just a way you can play if you want. Good. It is very good. I've played Undead Demon Hunter quite a few, not Demon Hunter, sorry, Undead Harpy quite a few times. It's very strong. So who would I say is in the best position right now? IB is in a great position. IB's in a great position. This build is really, really strong. And he kind of has a lot of the things he needs to work with in this build. He does not have the CK upgrade, but maybe he finds the CKs and maybe he gets like wheel and then he wheels something cool. That could happen. Ide went for Goblin reroll, but then Also, Boo, are you not in the game? Because you signed up for the tournament and you... But you should be in a game, right? Or are you one of the people who didn't show up in the lobby? Yeah, this is kind of like... You need to basically have Goblin Drain Eye here set up already. It's gonna be really hard. What is Crazy Panda? How many games you gotta play? Probably, I mean, at least be ready for 5 games. You sign up. So Crazy Panda has units that are pretty good, but there's like no direction in this. You can play Satyr, you can play Centaur. Like, you need to find control against it. You need to find control, and you need to deal with the units. The server is Austria. I am Newbie hasn't used any of his relics. Wait, or any of his items. Wait, what? Wait, what? Is this like the latest wheel pick I've ever seen? Alright, remember, Boo, next time to tell us, because you were signed up and you were put in a group, but the group, obviously we had to find like replacements because you don't show up. So, yeah. I mean, I think Peter's a lot more forgiving than I am, because I would ban people for a month for entering if they signed up without showing up. I would not give any fucks. But I think Peter is a lot more lenient than I am in that regard, funnily enough. That it does kind of piss me off, but yeah. Now you know for the next time. Yo, I'm so confused here. This was a... He picked Kidiaskuro as well. 3 relics on 30. I mean, you should be apologizing to Peter and the other players participating. And I guess me, but yeah. Now you know. I hope everything is good for you, but now you know. Yeah, Peter is, again, more lenient than I am. What did IB get? Kidiaskuro, okay. Damn, so IB is in a good position and has tangos as well. Very hard. Yo, I'm so curious what I am Noobie's thought was. This was like a... Okay, that was your plan. And roll the date. It was an interesting tactic to see you not really go for any units. Yeah, I think your economy was hurting a little bit more. Maybe your rolls were also just worse, because Clasic0 rolled at the same level as you, but he found his units. Yeah, it is a dangerous thing to go for. If you register, then you've registered successfully. Makes sense. So I will say, I don't think IB is in a bad position here, like, truthfully. It might look a little bit rough, but honestly, Manta is really good against this. Yeah, Crazy Panda is just doing like some... This is super strange board, because he's not even playing 2 Akir, right? It says if he's playing... Okay, now he's playing Akir. But this is like... Sniper, Akir, Orc, Beast, Elf, Hunter, Druid, Warlock. He's like going for as many synergies as possible. Okay, he ditched some of them. He's going for like this super synergy board. Yeah, collect them all. Oh, but this is a hard fucking board to beat. The issue is you can't really do this. Like, you can't have one strong unit. Also, Keyday 100% should have Goblin Draenei right now. Like, this board would be maybe okay if you had 6 Goblin, 4 Draenei. But these units are not going to do anything. Yeah, but the issue is, Waffy, you say water tank, and the only thing I can think of is Reaper Scythe, Havoc Manta. You die in half a second to both of those things. So you can't play this by tanking. For sure, but that was against Crazy Panda, and Crazy Panda is the easiest one for him to deal with, because there's nothing doing damage on this board. I mean, we can... Okay, this is the dragon. No one has much, right? Well, much for Clasic0. Also double items, maybe double items for Clasic0, yeah, maybe not. Bullwhip drop and Blade Mail drop. Okay, not that good. Refresher Dagon. Leibniz also good. Greaves also good. I would probably roll tier 3 this game. Maybe I can get a halberd against this. And actually, annoyingly enough for Clasic0, he kind of needs one more undead would be really, really good for him. But he also looks to be going for Necrophos 3-star. Visual Blade is good. Okay. So... Okay, no mind. Alright, so it does look like we might have our final 3 here. Another Lich. Mirror Shield for IB on the CK. Mirror Shield is actually quite good because since it reflects spells, it can reflect the Necrophos thing. 9 tangos for Clasic0, who, I will remind you all, got Wheel on 10. This guy got Box on 10. So they played the game really well. Yeah, I guess he doesn't get Wheeled back. Okay. Okay. Raining items. Gift from Drodo. Yeah, you did have 3 relics on 30, I am Nooby. We saw. I was impressed, but also confused. I was impressed in the damn, that's definitely something kind of way. I was not impressed in a holy shit, that's so good kind of way. I was more like, yeah. But you definitely did something. AC. Okay. Oh, whoa, this Spectre is so lit with items. I think AC is bad, by the way. I don't know if he chose AC, but obviously AC doesn't do anything against either the Havoc or the CK. Yeah, this is a hard board to beat. Oh, he did beat it on Ivy's side. No, they don't work. Yeah. IB had the IB had these units since round 4, actually. So he had them since the beginning of the game. He was also very, very clearly going for the build. He was very clearly going for the build. He also got the best relic for the build. He also had good items for the build. If there was one of you for whom it was a good idea to go Lunar Trolls, it was IB. It was not you. He was literally playing 4 Trolls since round 5 or some shit like that. I mean, it's fine. I understand it's a strong build, but you went for it in a very bad position. But your items were bad for it. Your items were not good for it. And you did not get a good relic for it. You definitely did not get a good relic for it. But I mean, yeah. But that's sometimes DAC. Like, I'm not blaming you. It just is what it is. You went, like... IB had already banned with Key. IB had already used Key to ban when you put CK into the egg. Yeah. I saw that you were trying to switch out, and I think that was a good idea. I think if you want a good tip, you should have just looked for any random 4 cost and put it into the egg and then try to make a build around that. I know that kind of sucks, but when you get egg early, that is most often almost the only good way you have to play it. Hello, Rex. Very strong. But you should also think about which relic you have when you make a choice. To me, I would say you were griefing his game. Because it was not a smart choice to make. These are really, really good items. Is IP getting Ricky? I think if you can get, you can get Ricky here and smoke would be super huge. Aeon Disc is really, really, really good here. Aeon Disc is crazy. Oh, he got Aeon Disc from Clasic0. Oh, actually insane. I wonder if Clasic0 randomed to AC, so if he picked AC. Because AC is dog shit this game, because it's against Havoc and it's against DK. I guess it does help against the CK because you're playing Demon Hunter. But you really do not want to, like, it doesn't do anything against the Luna. I guess it makes it easier to kill her, but... Yeah, that's actually another thing I should say. Peter and I, we talked about what could be interesting to introduce so next game becomes more interesting. And what we've decided is you can save gold between rounds, between games. So any gold Clasic0 saves this game, he starts with next game. I'm kidding. Imagine starting next game with like 90 gold. Yeah. The thing is, Clasic0 is pretty close to both Lich 3 and Necrophos 3. He would probably benefit, however, from going Elementals here. I wonder if he's thinking about Elementals. Iron 3. Yeah. Clasic0 has a lot more HP for sure. Okay. Yeah. It is really, really cool, Peter. It is very strong. And he still has scaling left. Like, he still has Lich 3, he still has Necrophos 3. I think Lich 3 might be better than Necro 3, honestly. Clasic0 is insanely good. He is for sure one of the best players there is, like, in the world. Also, IB actually getting a little bit fucked here by the Ricky. Look at this. You lose some valuable seconds to this. GG. Okay. Very well played. Very well played. Also well played from IB. I think maybe what IB could have done is look for Ricky really, really, really early. Like maybe if you get Ricky really early so you can double smoke the entire board. But super hard game. Yeah. Once you get rolling with this shit, it's so tough to beat if the opponent has good items as well. Nice game. Nice game.